Okay, my name is Alethea, and this is my attempt to give you some love. My heart. Okay, so why that? First off, please let me tell you, I don't always look like this on Facebook. I did a spin class, I taught insanity, so I'm salty and disgusting, but I had something so profound happen that I wanted to absolutely share with you. This topic is probably going to be one that's a little unusual for what I do. I run FitZone. And with FitZone, my philosophy is being fit in all areas of life. It's not just about your body. It's not just about what you put in your body. Although when I work with you, those are the two things I ask your permission to hold you accountable for. And I can get you to that body weight. And I can get you healthy in terms of what to know to put into your body through the meal plans, through proven programs. But the third thing that I ask for is that if you have something you're trying to go and change, you may need some extra help. It's a way that you think, and so I'll ask for personal development. I just talked to a gal today that I really was able to feel her pain. I felt like I could really resemble and understand where she was coming from, partly because I had those same feelings and sensations that she had when I was younger. I didn't have self-worth. I felt like my life was completely out of control. I felt like that nothing good could really happen. And if anything did good happen, it was because I put my head down and I charged forward like the bull and I just made it happen. And I wasn't a bad person, but I ran in some very deep fear mentality. And I was very competitive and I got sick through it. So that's a whole nother story. But the reality is there was these reasons why that I took that. Well, when I'm talking to somebody, maybe they didn't put their head down and charge through the line, but they certainly are having a hard time being able to control or grasp. And what I felt is that her self-value wasn't there in herself. And so I asked, I said, would you be willing to, do something for yourself, some personal development? I don't care if it's affirmations or journaling or, if you put your voice away a few years ago because you became a mom and started to work, and yet voice, meaning singing, was what made you really feel alive, go get voice lessons. That's personal development. Develop yourself. It can be reading good books. I don't care what it is, but let what is inside here out and find out why you won't let this out, because I didn't for so many years. I get off the phone with her and I was so touched and I want her to win. I want her to feel good about herself. And I was already in that emotional state, and I happened to flip on Facebook like most of us do, and I was scrolling through the sheet, and all of a sudden I saw this picture, and this picture was beautiful. It was a picture of me and my daughter. I hadn't seen it before. It was the photographer posted it, a dear friend of mine. Love her to death, Cara Berra. And she took this picture and she posted this picture, and I was just looking at it. I'm like, oh my gosh, it's so beautiful. Not because of the people in it, although my daughter's gorgeous. It was because of the look. I just like, oh, I'm so soft. Wow, I just look at peace. And it's a look I haven't always had, something I physically can look at and be like, oh, I look so different. I'm a happier person today. I worked through a bunch of garbage, and I'm so happy to see that, oh my gosh, I can see it in my own self. Not the look, the feeling, what it spoke, right? And all of a sudden, I read up on the top, and it said, I love you too, Alethea Browning Cox. And I just sat there, and I was like, I felt that. I felt that love. She was genuine, and I felt it, right? Like, I felt it. You know what? Not all of us have always been able to, or maybe you've never been able to accept or feel love. And I thought that is so interesting. For most of my life, have never accepted love. People have told me they've loved me before. The most genuine, most compassionate, most giving people ever. And I wasn't in a place where I could accept their love. I didn't accept joy. I didn't accept so many things because I was so guarded, and I was so trying to protect myself from being hurt or, messing things up or, whatever those little things are that are big things, right? They're big. See, I just wanted to share today that please, if you know someone or you're that person that you haven't felt joy, or when somebody told you they loved you and you didn't feel that like in your heart, get there. Get some personal development. Ask yourself why you don't receive it. I remember when people said, oh, I love you. And I wasn't trying to be disrespectful, but I remember it's like, let's stick that in the knapsack and just throw it over our back. I'm not putting it here, because if they ever hurt me, it's going to hurt really bad, right? So I had issues to work through, and I have to believe after working with so many people in the last 20, I'm going to be careful how old I say I am, but in the 20 plus years, that really are probably a lot like me. See, if I've been like this, I have to believe there's other people like this. And this video today is just about self-love and receiving and accepting joy. But the key thing is, how in the world do you get there? The first thing is accepting it. And if we can't accept it, we need to get ourselves into a place that we can. And we need to look inside. We need to do something good and start investing in ourselves so that we can start to feel who we are. Let our authentic self out, our inner peace out. And with that, I know that because I can accept that love, she gave me that love and it charged me. I'm like, man, I'm calling my friends. I'm telling them I love them. I'm finding old pictures. If they're having a bad day, it's going to make their day. And I just want everyone here to know that accept love, accept joy, and if you can't, find a way to get there. Crack that nut. It's such a much more beautiful life. And you know what? In all reality, our life is what we create it to be. The fear was created fear. I maybe had some good reasons for it. But you know what? I stop and I look in other countries. I'm not having to walk out on my street and face the type of things that they're facing. And I needed to get there. I needed to be able to take care of myself first. But believe me, I've got a path and a mission and I'm on it. So take this message for whatever it's worth. I hope that you will feel those messages genuinely and that you can give those to other people. So pass this video on to those that need it. Bye guys, have a great day.